I'm not gonna gatekeep. A lot of us know about the Spotify prices and how they pay you for streams, and especially we talk about labels and all of that. We can't even get into that yet because there's a lot of contracts and deals and ways that people think that artists that have millions of streams are making money, but really don't have as much money coming from their music as they should. So we're gonna talk about alternative revenue streams. Come on. Let's go. But before we get started, I just want to say that these are ones that I've personally used. So everything that I'm telling you about is something that I've actually tried. All right, so first things first, we have Bandcamp. So Bandcamp is a website where you can post your merch, you can post your music, and fans can pay for that music. You can set a price. Typically it sets to $1, or if you have like an EP or album, it sets to like $7 or $4. That is the price that you pay. So Bandcamp is pretty good for that. The fans can support you directly, get your merch, get your music. However, there are some pretty high share fees and whatnot, because Bandcamp takes a share, and then PayPal will take their fees. And by the time you get like the money from your $1 song, it can be anywhere from like 60 to 70 cents. But if they buy it on Bandcamp Friday, the revenue is not taken out, so the artists get more money for their music. So that's one option. I personally think it's really interesting. I think it's a good way for people to support your music, and the only downsides are the shares and how much money they take, and also that Bandcamp is not as popular as a website than like Spotify or anything else, but if you can get people on there, it's a pretty good spot to go. Number 2 is Thematic, or Hello Thematic, as the link says. Many of you musicians may not have heard of Thematic before, but if you are a YouTuber looking for music, or if you're a musician that makes music, Thematic is a company that like kind of links creators and musicians together and pays musicians based on the creators using your songs. So I have an account on Thematic. I post music there. People vote on it. It's like a community thing. They show it to the community. If the community likes it, then it gets posted. And creators can use your songs, and instead of finding like royalty-free music, they can go to Thematic and get music there. And you get paid based on how much your song is used. So I think I've probably made about $100 from Thematic. I haven't made a crazy amount of money, but it's a good side income and stream to get your music out there. And if some creators use it that get a lot of views, then that's a good way for them to see your music. Another option is secret shows. So a lot of people play shows, and they have to find the booking, they have to find the marketing, they have to find shows that they can like get themselves a foot in the door in. But if you go for secret shows, specifically with a company called So Far Sounds, people do not have to know your name to be able to get booked for that show. Let me explain. I did a So Far Sound show where no one had known me yet, but it's based on genre. And if someone finds that show, they're just paying for the genre and the secrecy and the fun of like going to a location and not knowing who's playing or what the location is till the day before. So it's more of an experience. They're not as worried about the name of the people who are playing. What you have to do to get one of these is you have to sign up at So Far Sounds, find the nearest city that you can get to, show them your music. They typically ask for some links, some MP3s. They will ask for that. They'll ask for your background, they'll ask for your name. You apply, and if you hear back, then you're gonna be playing a secret show. I've played one in my time, and I got paid a good bit of money, I think. Honestly, it's been a couple of years, so I may not remember as well as I should. But it's a good way to get booked and to start playing some gigs and have some show experience under your belt while also making money. And you don't have to rely on your name to get you a show. Another way to make money from music is TikTok. If people use your sound or songs on TikTok and you're a verified artist and they're linked to you, then you can make money from that. It's not a crazy amount of money, and the rates may not be exactly the same for everyone, and I didn't give the rates for that because they're different. But you can make money from that as well, and that is an alternative to being able to do that. And in this time period where UMG's music is now off, as I talked about in my last video, compensation for artists and everything else, the result is that as of February 1st, there's no more UMG artists on there. This might be the time for your sounds to be used more with your audience. So Don't sleep on it. Another one is Sound XYZ and then Audius. So both of them kind of work in the crypto realm, where your supporters can either mint your song through Sound XYZ and buy it that way and you get Ethereum from that, or you can get audio or from the coin for Audius if someone pays for your song or pays for supporting you on there. Editing North here, and I just wanted to say that before anyone's kind of sus about it, because people tend to be sus about things they haven't heard about, and when it comes to crypto, Sound XYZ is a startup and it was funded professionally and it's an actual company because I looked it up because I'm not about to get scammed. And Audius is funded by deadmau5. He actually started it, and many musicians who are credible use it. So both of them are used by credible musicians and they are vetted, and I looked them up. So Audius and Sound XYZ are like the crypto options. And so there are crypto options for it. They pay better. Now, people may not know as much about them as other ones, so that is a slight downside, but they definitely pay better. I'm still using Sound XYZ and I'm still gonna be figuring that out. But Audius I've used for a few years now, and it's a solid platform. I haven't grown my fan base as much on there because there's just so many places to focus on, but it's pretty solid. All in all, there's many ways to make music as a musician. Make music as a musician, right? All in all, there's many ways to make money as a musician. It's not gonna be easy, but there are a lot of platforms to try. There's a lot of things to try. If you have any questions about them, let me know in the chat. In the chat being the comments. If you have any questions about them, let me know in the comments and I'll check that out and respond to that. And if you want me to do a part 2 and talk more about other alternative revenue streams, then I will do that. I didn't talk about sample packs, selling beats, and all of that, because that's ones that commonly are known by people, because those are the ones that a lot of people talk about and know about. So they know about selling beats, they know about making sample packs, they know about Patreon and those. So this was more of a focus on underground ones, but ones that you can look at for generating revenue for yourself. I will see you tomorrow.